Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Football for Week 4 of the NFL Challenge Dream Season. As today, the 2-1 Denver Broncos, the 98 Broncos, take on the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. They come in with a 0-2 record. We welcome you to Baltimore's Light Stadium, I believe it is. It will be a battle between John Elway of the Denver Broncos and Terrell Davis taking on that crushing defense of the Ravens and Trent Dilfer. This game will be a battle between computer versus computer. I have set up the offensive coordinators to play basically balance for Denver against the Ravens. They'll play conservative offense with an aggressive defense. So welcome to Sports Time Machines Monday Night Football for 2002 Dream Season, as it will be the 2-1 Broncos and the 0-2 Ravens. Let's get to the field. And they're waiting. The Ravens will be kicking off. The Broncos will be receiving. So here is the first kick of Monday Night Football. Jack Dawson is here. Thank you, Jack, for coming in. We appreciate you. As the Broncos will take this up to the field and take over. Again, John Elway in the shotgun. Little draw trap to Howard Griffin for 2 yards. So they try to stay away from him. That's kind of surprisingly here as they decide to stay away. Let's see what the Ravens do here in a 2nd and 8. This time it's Elway dropping back, and he hits his receiver, Ed McCaffrey, for 12 yards, but he will limp off the sidelines as the trainer will help him off. So McCaffrey will come out. 1st and 10 Broncos from their own 43. John Elway behind center again. He'll give another draw trap up the middle this time for Howard Griffin. So we're not sure if there's an injury for Terrell Davis or not. So far, no carries for him. Griffin with 2 carries. 2nd and 10 Denver. Again, John Elway will step back. He looks for a pass. He looks, and throws incomplete for Marcus Nash, who's in for the injured Ed McCaffrey. So 3rd and 10 from their own 43. Watch for the Ravens right now. They're looking blitz. Let's see what happens. They step back and they get their man. So the Ravens get the man on the blitz. It is Jamie Sharper, and the Broncos will punt. 4th and 16. So the Ravens will get it, but a punt in the end zone by, I believe, Tootin. So the Broncos will make it a 48-yard net. The Ravens will have first down with 13 minutes to go here in the first. Trent Dilfer with the ball. And again, they're going to go a little conservative offense here. It's going to be Sam Gash out of Penn State. No yards on the first carry of the ball game. 2nd and 8. So again, Denver defense pretty stout. Also, both these teams are stout. They're two of the greatest teams. Up the middle, run by Jamal Lewis, 4 yards. And they have a great running back along with Terrell Davis. 3rd and 4 from the 26. Ravens can kind of look pass or run here. We'll see what they do. Do they stay conservative? Nope, they're going to go a little short pass. And nope, they got him. Brandon Stokely, 3 yards, and the Ravens will come out and punt it. It's a 4th and a long one. The Broncos get it. They only get a 2-yard return, a 49-yard net. And the Broncos will have first down with 11:14 remaining. The Broncos now step up here. Let's see what they do. They stop back. Here comes again, and another great pass. Oh, what a pass from Elway. He doesn't care who's out there catching the ball. It can be your grandma out there, but what a catch and run there. I believe that was Marcus Nash on the receiver, and he does gain a 40. He comes in for Ed McCaffrey and gets a big gain on the play. 1st and 10 from the Ravens' 38-yard line. Now the Ravens step up here. Let's see, a little shotgun. Oh, a shotgun, but this time again, it's blown away by the Ravens' blitz defense. Elway is mugged by Peter Boulware out of Florida State. 2nd and 18 now from the 46. So a great play there. Now let's see what the Broncos can do. 2nd and long. They're going to look for receiver. And they got one in Rod Smith for 8. So 3rd and 10 from the Ravens 38. That would be a long field goal, about 55 yards. They would have to get a little bit closer, but they could be in range here. He looks, he throws it incomplete, so he keeps the field goal alive, 55 yards, and he pushes it wide left. So the Broncos do not score in that possession. The Ravens will take shot 1st and 10 at their own 38 with no score. So now the Ravens will have it. Again, they're going to stay to the ground game. Not much there for Sam Gash. Manu Tapavera with the tackle for the Broncos. 2nd and 9. The Ravens now come up to the field. Long 2nd and 9 offense here. Straight back pass. Looking incomplete for Travis Taylor. The Ravens not known to be a great 3rd and long team. This is a short yardage, great defensive team. And there's a weird stat about them right now. They're going to look deep, and he's brought down. Trent Dilfer is brought down by Keith Tractor Trailer, 4th and 16. And you want to know a weird stat, people? The Ravens are 0-2, and they've been shut out twice. So the Ravens are looking for their first points of this dream season. They've had a problem with their offense. And again, they look up the middle for Rod Smith, but Elway unable to get him. 2nd and 10. This could be a defensive juggernaut unless Denver happens to pull some offensive out here. 2nd and 10. Elway drops straight back. Again, he's going to have time, and he can't. Rod Smith is covered well. 3rd and 10 on their own 25-yard line. 7:43 to play. And again, the Broncos are 3rd and long again. Watch the Ravens for that blitz. He caught it. Great catch there by Willie Green, but they brought him short of the 1st down. The Broncos will have to punt again, and that is a 39-yard punt. It bounced the wrong way for 11 yards, and the Ravens with good field position, 1st and 10 from their own 40. Thomas Bartlett here in Baltimore Stadium. Oh, nothing there. Sam Gash is absolutely mauled over by Manu Tasadawa. So a 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Again, the Ravens just trying to get some kind of offense going, and they're just struggling right now. A gain of 4 for Sam Gash. Again, they're staying with more Gash than their more running back Jamal Lewis. You got 2 great running backs in Davis and Lewis here, but both have not been featured. And there's a 1st down. So a great play there by Trent Dilfer. He gets the pass, and it's good for a 1st down. This time is Travis Taylor. Gain of 22 and a 1st down. Ravens at their Denver 34. So almost less than 6 minutes to play here in the 1st. Ravens trying to get the first score of the season. Again, here comes Jamal Lewis. He gets 3. The veteran Bill Romanowski on the play. 2nd and 7 from the Broncos 31. The Ravens and Trent Dilfer come up on a 2nd and 7. Do they try to keep the ball on the ground? No. Play action. It's caught. Travis Taylor again for 14. John Mobley on the tackle. The Ravens are now knocking on heaven's door. 1st down and 10 for the Broncos 17. Are they going to be able to score? No. Jamal Lewis is held up there by Neil Smith, who had a great year for the Broncos this season. 2nd and 9 now from the 16 of the Broncos. The Ravens should be at least get a field goal here. No, again, they try again. They're going very conservative here, and they have to go to more of a balanced offense for them. 3rd and 9 from the Broncos 16. Big play of the ball game for the Ravens. Can they get their first score of the season? And an incomplete for Gash as he tried to throw it out of the end zone. So the Ravens will go for their first score, and they missed another field goal. So they are continually scoreless for almost 9 periods of play in this dream season. Oh, the Raven fans are barking right now. So John Elway comes out, look for Marcus Nash, who's in there. Fred McCaffrey made a big catch earlier. Unable to haul it in. Now it's 2nd and 10. So the Broncos now at their own 20. We'll see what they look for here. They go a little up the middle work for Howard Griffin. Again, the Broncos have, John Elway. It looks like he was hurt on the play. He'll come out, and he'll go inside the tent, and he'll be looked at. So he should be back, but it looks like it could be a bad injury for the Broncos in this first half. Incomplete for Shannon Sharp, and it's a 4th and 9. So now the Broncos will have to punt, and they're going to be without Elway probably for the rest of this first half. So now the Ravens, 1st and 10 from the Bronco 49. Again, great field position. And there's an encroachment penalty on the Broncos. So now it'll be a 1st and 5 from the Bronco 44. The Ravens trying to get their first score of the season, week 4. They already had one of their bye weeks. And a looking, throws a nice catch. Trent Dilfer for Brandon Stokely, the former Bronco. 1st and 10 now at the Bronco 32. Again, the Ravens trying to get that first score of the season. They're trying up the middle. A little nice give there. Nice run there by Sam Gash from Penn State. 8 for Gash. It's a 2nd and 2. So now the Ravens, again, knocking on heaven's door, trying to get their first score of the season. Up the middle, but a little inside. That's all they played, and they bunched Jamal Lewis. Keith Burns brought him back to the center. 3rd and 2. And again, the Ravens in trouble here. 3rd and 2. They've been struggling on offense right now. Up the middle, not going to get the first down. They're going to have to go for the field goal again. A 41-yarder. First field goal is short. Oh, okay. Now I have to look at the Ravens field goal team. I think there's a mistake on this defense. Oh, you know why? The kicker has a passing rating and not a kicking rating. Uh-oh. That would be why they don't even give him a name, son of a guns. Sometimes this game plays tricks. You got to be careful. And I just found a mistake in their system. So basically their kicker is playing with an injury and probably shouldn't be going for any more field goals. So that is a mistake I'll fix next game. I don't want to do it right now, so I do apologize, as that looks to be a tremendous injury for the Ravens as we go on. Sometimes it happens, to be honest. So go ahead, but we both go unbalanced. Ravens are to go more of a balanced offense now. They're going to try to stay away from the field goal attempt, and maybe they'll score more. That could be why the team is struggling so badly. Terrell Davis finally gets going with a 7-yard run, and that could be bad for the Ravens moving forward. 2nd and 3. Again, we're hearing that the kicker may not be able to play the rest of the way. I may have to take over their offense when they get down to 4th down. 3rd and 3 from the 30-yard line. Now let's see if Denver can get a big first down here in the last play of the first quarter. Here it is up the middle. It is a first down. Terrell Davis, O.J. Brigance with the tackle, and that is it. So if you look at the first quarter stats, the Ravens are out yarding the Broncos 68-67, no turnovers. So far, neither team are running the ball effectively, and they're both very, very good running ball teams. So again, here come the Broncos. Nice run by Howard Griffin. Brigance again on a tackle. 2nd and 7. The Broncos have it just starting here in the second period. No score between the 98 Broncos and the 2000 Ravens. 4 more yards for Terrell Davis. It's a 3rd and 3. Big play here for the backup quarterback for the Ravens. We're on a big first down. How about that? Rod Smith for 10 yards, and he's out. Ooh, he's out for the next 6 to 10 minutes. So both Bronco receivers are out of the ball game. And let's take a look. Let's look at the Broncos a little closer here. And they're going to go up the middle for Terrell Davis for 3. So 3 yards. Let's look at the opponents. Bubby Brister now getting the starting assignment. And the receivers are now Marcus Nash and Justin Armour. So this team definitely having some issues with injuries in the first half. So the Broncos have a 2nd and 7 from their own 46. 13 minutes to play here in the first half. Up the middle is stopped as Terrell Davis is stopped by Michael McCurry. This Ravens defense is brutally tough. The Broncos now have to be careful here not to get caught on a Raven blitz. Again, Brister, he gets the first down. Justin Armour just gets it across the first down marker. They'll measure. That's a first down. 1st and 10 for the Raven 39. So again, a big opportunity here. Play action pass for Brister. Justin Armour for 15. So 1st and 10 from the Raven 24-yard line. The Broncos are going in here. Let's see if they can get inside the red zone here. Up the middle for Terrell Davis. He gets sick. Peter Bowler bringing down. This does not feel large for the Ravens. Terrell Davis starting to get big chunks of yards. 2nd and 4 for Denver. Up the middle, he gets maybe 2. Michael McCrary on a huge stop. 3rd and 2. Elam, I believe, the kicker, will have an easy enough field goal here if they don't get it here. Let's see if they keep the ball on the ground, or do they go get up the middle? They don't get it. So Rob Burnett on a tackle, field goal attempt for the Broncos, the 34-yard, and gets it. So the Broncos get first strike here. 10:06 remaining first half. 3-0, 98 Broncos. So now the Ravens have it again. I will take over the Ravens as an offensive coach if we get near field goal range because of the kicking situation. So that's going to change their plans, I bet. 2 yards. Jamal Lewis is absolutely slaughtered by Neil Smith. 2nd and 12. So a 3-0 lead for the Broncos. 9.5 to play here in the crushing defensive first half here. They're looking, and he brought down Trent Dilfer, Trevor Price with a huge tackle, and another Bronco goes off the field. Ooh, and that's a defensive back that goes off the field. Now a Red Sox fan is here in Baltimore. 3rd and 20. So the Ravens struggling on offense. They're going to try to throw. Oh, he is mauled badly by Ray Crockett. Blew everything up, and Jamal Lewis will come out of the game. So the Ravens will be without Lewis, and a poor punt. Jesus, a poor punt by the Ravens. Is their kicker shite too? If their kicker is shite, this is going to be a very long game. You can see why the Ravens have not scored yet this year. Let's see if the kicker has a rating. Yes, the kicker does have a range, so that should allow them to punt a little easier. But holy schmoly, what a poor punt for Baltimore. So now Denver has it in great fielding position. And again, that is nothing. A -1 for Howard Griffin. Michael McCrary on a tackle. 2nd and 11 from the 43. 8.5 to play. Week number 4 of NFL Dream Season. A Monday Night Football matchup playing the 2002 schedule. Defensive holding on the Ravens. That's an automatic first down. So 3-0 Broncos. 1st and 10 from the Ravens 38-yard line. And looks like they're going to try to keep the ball on the ground again. If not, they're going to get hurt. Up the middle for Terrell Davis. Boy, the Ravens defense is making Davis absolutely get every yard and earn it. 2nd and 6 from the 34, trying to get in field goal range. This is a field goal type game. Up the middle, and Terrell Davis with 5. O.J. Brigance, again, a big tackle. 3rd and 1 from the 29. This is a huge play for the Ravens. 7 minutes to play first half. Can they get the first down here? And they got it. Terrell Davis on the Howard Griffin, actually, from Ohio State. Gain of 6. Jamie Sharper on the tackle. The Broncos, who have been running this clock, own a 14 to 9 minute advantage. So the Broncos trying to take a 10-0 lead heading to the half. And a huge run for Terrell Davis for 7. So the Raven defense is starting to weary here. 2nd and 3 from the Ravens 16. 6 minutes to play first half. It's a 3-0 lead for the 98 Broncos. Up the middle from the I formation, Terrell Davis for 5. Peter Boulware on a tackle, but the Broncos are starting to make the Ravens pay for this defense. This is not a good, this could be a bad situation. That's Davis up the middle, and he does lose it. Does he get it? No, the Ravens, unless a penalty happens, and it does. So it's recovered by O.J. Brigance, who we've been calling a lot on defense. He picks up a huge penalty in the red zone. So the Ravens will have 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line and the ball. And Jamal Lewis will come back in the game for the Ravens. So a huge fumble for the Broncos. So the Donkeys don't get anything here. So a big first down their own territory. Looking a big catch. Oh my, 10 yards for the Ravens. And their 3rd tight end will now go out for the rest of the game. Cleveland baseball. Oh, we went to Illinois. Sorry. Sorry, Cleveland baseball fan. I probably hit a nerve there. Thank you very much for that correction. And that's going to be a big sack as he goes down. Keith Tractor Trailer with a tackle. And again, Trent Dilfer unable to get out of the grass. 2nd and 18 from their own 8. The Ravens in trouble as we speak, and a catch. So Patrick Johnson, a gain of 9. Ray Crockett on a tackle. 3rd and 9 from their own 17. Can the Ravens get out of their own end zone and hopefully punt it out of there? Let's see. Incomplete to Brandon Stokely. 4th and 9 from their own 17. And now they need a huge punt, and they're getting it this time. 46 yards, a bounce of 6. 3:27 to play here in the half. 3-0 Denver. So Denver again, it's not Elway. Bubby Brister for the rest of this half. Howard Griffin again, gain of 3. Braganza, another tackle. He's having a huge day tackling for the Ravens today. Makes you want to put Ray Lewis where he's at, just so he gets some, maybe makes better plays. And again, here's an up the middle for Terrell Davis for 5. Again, Braganza on a tackle. The cornerback for Denver back in the game. 3rd and 2 from their own 39. Big play for Baltimore here. And see if they can stop Denver here so they can force a punt. They're playing inside offense. Can they stop the defense? And no! Terrell Davis for 4 yards. Kim Herring on the tackle. 1st and 10. Up the middle, nothing there. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 45. Denver calls a timeout. So let's see what Denver does right now. Bobby Brister, the backup, trying to get it done while Elway's out of there. Rod Smith with the catch. Time still clicking. 3rd and 6 from their own 47. Some shootout here. Looking a catch. No! Shannon Sharp unable to make a catch. And the Ravens will get it back. So again, it's in the end zone, so a 56-yard punt, a 20-yard net, only a 20-yard return, only 36 yards on the net, and Baltimore will have it late here in the first half. Dilfer is absolutely smashed. So Neil Smith, who's absolutely living badly here on the Ravens. Here it is, play action, another sack. So Neil Smith with back-to-back sacks. The Ravens are absolutely getting destroyed in there right now. There comes a sack. Is it a safety? Let's see. No, it's a 4th and Keith Burns. So triple sack, back-to-back sacks. And let's see if it allows Denver. Oh, a fumble. Woo. Denver fumbles the return, but they get their own ball back. Now they get 1st and 10 from the Raven 47. Let's see if they can score here after the triple sack, and he does. Marcus Nash for 18. He's in for Ed McCaffrey, who is out for the rest of this half. So the Broncos, again, are going to try to see with 19 seconds. They are going for gusto here. They're looking, and caught it, and a touchdown. Holy cow, that quick. Bubby Brister, I believe that was the Marcus Nash who's actually, it's a holding on the Donkeys, and that will go back. So 1st and 20 from the 39. So that touchdown will be called back, unfortunately. 3-0 Denver here. So Denver, a chance to really pull away, gets called back. So gain of 9 for Rod Smith. That was Starks on a tackle. 2nd and 11, and a missed field goal for the Broncos. Holy cow, which makes me want to look again at the field goal team. Let's make sure the Broncos have a field goal. They do. Jason Elam with a rare miss. You don't see that often, to be honest. So again, both teams now back at it. 3-0. Last 6 seconds here of the first half. And I mean, Trent Dilfer is getting eaten up alive. Folks, eaten alive. Trent Dilfer is having sod being pried off him. Another sack by the Broncos. Neil Smith again, and that is the first half. Trent Dilfer getting absolutely destroyed in here. That is 8 sacks for the Broncos in the first half. 3 for Traylor and 3 for Neil Smith. So it's a 3-0 Denver game. We go to the second half. The Broncos will kick that out of bounds, and they'll re-kick. This is an older football game, so it doesn't have some of the new rules. This is it's called XOR Nfl challenge. So if you see stuff that doesn't appear right, these are actually older NFL rules. So 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. The Ravens still in this game, only down 3-0. They have not scored yet this NFL Dream season. 10 quarters without a point. 2nd and 6 from their own 32-yard line. The Ravens, again, maybe going to go a little more conservative. Oh, that fumble, that's going to be a huge fumble. The Broncos will get it in Ravens territory. That will be Trevor Price. So Trevor Price runs around, he gets the football, and Jamal Lewis is poked through. Holy cow. 1st and 10 now from the 31-yard line. The Broncos with great field position. We'll see if they take advantage. This should be Elway right now. They looking incomplete to Ed McCaffrey, who's back in. So Marcus Nash has a hell of a first half. Bubby Brister played well too. But now with Elway McCaffrey back, we'll see what happens. Up the middle, nice gain of 4 for Davis McCray on a tackle. Sack 3rd and 6 from the 27-yard line. Please, folks, hit your likes out there. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe if you can. Ladies and gentlemen, here another catch and a first down. There's Terrell Davis out of the backfield. 57 for the Ravens is out of the game. And now it's a 1st and 10 from the Ravens 16-yard line. Denver with a chance to go ahead further here. Again, the Ravens with very little opportunities today. A gain of 4 for Davis. Sharper on a tackle. 2nd and 6 from the 12. Can the Ravens make a key stop here and keep it at 3-zip? We'll see what happens. Elway, the drop back. No, he hands it back to Terrell Davis. Gets about 5. Anthony Davis with a big tackle. 3rd and a key 1 yard from the 7. The Ravens defense and the crowd's on their feet. Can they stop him from gaining a yard? Let's see up the middle. No, it's a first down. Terrell Davis for 5. Peter Bulwer on a tackle. 1st and goal from the Raven 2. It does not look good for the Raven offense right now. We'll see if they can score here. Looking, throws, incomplete. They went for Brian Chamberlain. They used that. Ravens scouted that goal line pass really well. 2nd and 2. Broncos should try to keep the ball on the ground. You got Terrell Davis out there, but no. Anthony Davis sticks Howard Griffith. 3rd and goal from the 1. Run, Terrell Davis. Come on. Bad choice of play calling here for the Broncos coach. Again, they had Terrell Davis, but he gets stopped by Rob Burnett, and they will settle for the field goal and hits it. So the Ravens get a little bit of a win there. It's now 6-0 Denver as the Ravens' ineptitude of offense continues. 10 periods plus 5 minutes without a score. My goodness, and they're on a little bit more of an offense. I thought maybe they'd go more on the balance, and they're still struggling right now. Denver has absolutely brought the noise here with 8 sacks so far through the first half of play. The Ravens drop back in there trying to hand it to again Jamal Lewis, but he's unable to get much there. Neil Smith has just been a juggernaut out there. 2nd and 12 right now. Ravens cannot afford any penalties that they just had. We'll see what happens. The Broncos looking to bring the noise again. Trent Dilfer is absolutely destroyed. Neil Smith again in his neighborhood. This is not a Mr. Rogers thing. 3rd and 18 from the 6. Dilfer is afraid to pass, and they hand the ball off just so they can punt and have a little bit of a play. And Christopher Slovic, the man, the myth, is here. Hello, Christopher. Welcome aboard. Poor punt by Baltimore. Denver now, again, has great field position on a poor punt by Baltimore. 1st and 10, and that's a 5-yard penalty on the Ravens. 1st and 5 from the Ravens' 35-yard line. You're giving the Broncos a short field with Elway is not a good thing. We'll see what happens here. Again, a short pass from McCaffrey. Kim Herring on a good tackle. 2nd and 3 in a play. Again, another defensive stop. And a Raven defender will go out with an injury. That's not going to be good. They got to get him healthy right now. They need this to be a big-time play here. And a big catch for the Broncos. That's Shannon Sharp. To me, he's a difference maker. Ray Lewis on a tackle. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for the Broncos. The Broncos with now driving once again. There's a big game for Terrell Davis. He gets 6. Anthony Davis on a tackle. Another defender for Baltimore out in the game. So now it's a 2nd and 4 from the Ravens 13. 6-0 Broncos. And again, it's going to be a little up the middle for Terrell Davis. Does he get enough? Yes, he does. 1st and goal from the Raven 9-yard line. 7 minutes to play. I mean, now the Broncos have been dominating this clock. And let's see, up the middle for Terrell Davis. Touchdown, Broncos. Unless they call this one back. That's a touchdown for Denver. Oh, another penalty. So the Donkeys again get hit with a big penalty. No touchdown. That's the 2nd touchdown call back. And it's a 1st and goal from their 19. So Elway again is going to have to do some extra work here. A catch made by Rod Smith for 8. They're staying short here. Dwayne Starks on a tackle. 2nd and 11. Broncos by 6. 6.5 to play. Looking for Elway, intercepted by the Ravens. So the Ravens get a huge pick in the end zone. That interception will be Chris McAllister. So McAllister comes out of the end zone with 6:11 to play in the first half. Denver leads 6-0 and a big turnover for the Broncos. So now let's see if Trent Dilfer can come out without seeing Neil Smith in his nightmares and see if they can do something right now. Play action again, a big catch. Travis Taylor for 13 yards. So now it is 1st and 10 from the 33. A Bronco injury with their linebackers. Not much depth there, so that's going to be a problem. So now the Ravens will have to see if they can take advantage of this. Up the middle for Jamal Lewis. He gets 3. Mr. Romanowski, Boston College, I believe. I don't make that mistake. 2nd and 7 from the 36. So here it comes. Is this going to be a big play for the Ravens? Let's see. Up the middle for Davis. Oh, he breaks loose for the biggest game for the Ravens today. And he was a shoelace for breaking that open. Gain of 17. Steve Atwater, probably one of the hardest hitting DBs you're going to find. 1st and 10 from the Bronco 47. So now the Ravens feeling a little happier here. Oh, a big game for Gash. Sam Gash, that is. Gain of 6 from Penn State. 2nd and 4. So the Ravens trying to get something going here. They got a sustained drive, as they say. Gain of 4 for Gash. 1st and 10. Another Bronco goes out. So now the Broncos having some injury issues. 6-0 Denver. 4:09 remaining. The Ravens are trying for their first score of the year, believe me. And if they have to get in the first 4-down territory, I'm going to have to take the offense here. 2nd and 8 because they don't have a kicker right now because of a mistake here by the game. I'm going to have to go in and edit it after this one. So the Ravens coming in on a 2nd and 8. Let's see if the Ravens could do something here. Looking at a big catch, Shannon Sharp for 11. So both Sharp brothers are playing this one. So 1st and 10 from the 24. Oh, Raven, a procedure on the Ravens. That's not going to help. 1st and 15 from the 29. The Ravens going for that first score. They can feel it, but can they get it? Let's see here. Again, it'll be 1st and long. It's good for Dilfer. Travis Taylor, he was definitely met hard in the secondary. 2nd and 15 from the 29. Oh, they wish they had a kicker right now, but they're going to have to do what they can. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Oh, and a huge sack by the Broncos. Keith Traylor wrecked that one. 2nd and 25, and now that's going to be a huge play. What will the Ravens do? Will they get it even close for me to do something, or will I have to punt? We'll see. Incomplete. So now I'm going to have to make the decision here. Okay. Good punt. They went punt. I can do that. Good punt. That's a great idea. So Baltimore have not scored yet this year. Go for a coffin corner punt. So Baltimore's drive has stopped, and now Denver has it back. Gain of 3 must. Yeah, okay. 2nd and 7 from the 12. Hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. 2nd and 12. Let's see what the Broncos can do. Can they get it? We'll play action pass. Elway. 1st down, Rod Smith. So he gets 13. 1st and 10 from the 25. right now in offense, 271. The Ravens only have 78 yards offense, and that's why this Raven team has not scored or won yet this year. Their offense has absolutely been horrible. 2nd and 8 from their own 27-yard line. Can the Broncos maybe pull a score here? They've stumped their toe a few times. Again, looking, Elway drops in. Elway is mugged by that Baltimore defense. The late Tony Saragusa on the tackle, R.I.P. Tony. 3rd and 16 now from their own 19. So now Baltimore bringing that noise on defense, and Elway has nowhere to go, and he throws it incomplete. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. STM Monday Night Football Week 4, 6-0 Denver. So the Ravens will have great field position, 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line, and a big opportunity now here if they can get it. Let's see if the Ravens can finally get something going. Jamal Lewis for a yard, Trevor Price on a tackle. I may have to take the helm here just until they don't punt again. We'll have to see what happens. It's a 2nd down play. Again, Dilfer looking incomplete to Brandon Stokely. His team was not a good offensive team, but they had a good enough running game that could definitely make you fear them. 3rd and 9. The Ravens need a huge play right now, and they are unable to get it. They threw it away. 4th and 9, and again the Ravens will punt. Not a good kick either. The Broncos will get it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The Raven kicking game has actually been atrocious. Lost some easy field goals, which I didn't know about at the start of the game. That's a gain of 5 now for Howard Griffith, Anthony Davis. So now the Broncos lead 6-0 in a defensive juggernaut game here. We'll see if the Broncos can get the score that can kind of put things away. Up the middle for Howard Griffith again. Terrell Davis not used a lot here. 3rd and 3. I didn't want to put him on a conservative offense to use Terrell Davis. I think they're a lot more potent than that. There's a 1st down. So Terrell Davis gets 7. Jamie Sharper gets it. 1st and 10 from the 38. The Ravens have to get this ball back and not allow another score. They're like a bad baseball team who can't score runs. You have to limit the runs here. Gain of 5 for Davis. Peter Boulware on the tackle. 1st and 10 from their own 43. The Ravens basically have to make this defensive stop and make this work. And again, that's up the middle for 5. Howard Griffin, and that's a 1st down from Illinois. Thank you, Cleve baseball fan. 1st and 10 from their own 48. So Denver will run some time here. Let's see what happens. Up the middle, that is going to be a nice gain. Oh, what a run for Terrell Davis. He gets 11. Rod Woodson on a tackle. 1st and 10 from the 41. So the Broncos like huge 1st down here. We'll see if they keep the ball on the ground. They do. That's a big gain. Again, a 1st down. Terrell Davis for 11. Dwayne Starks on a tackle. And that does not look good here for the Ravens right now. You quote the Raven nevermore, as they may not score, as this has just gotten bad. Gain of 1. Saragusa on a tackle. 2nd and 9. Elam may come out for a field goal here, but he's been kind of a bit sluggish today. Let's see if they can do it. Or are they going to play a tough defense here? Up the middle, nothing there. So Davis stopped by Dalton. 3rd and 9. That's a 47-yarder for Elam. He may not make this one. So they better get him closer or they get a sack. That might be a big play of this ball game. Elway stops back. Do they get a sack? No, a touchdown Denver unless it's called back. They've had 2 touchdowns called back today. That's Ed McCaffrey seeking down the sidelines, waiting for the official. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Broncos. So Broncos take a 12-0 lead, 29 yards from Elway to McCaffrey, and it's 13-0 Broncos with 8 minutes to play. So now the Ravens are in serious doo-doo. And now another illegal use of the hands, and now the Ravens will have 91 yards just trying to get back in this game. And again, we've talked about this. The Ravens do not have a score yet on this season. Their offense has been sluggish at best. Makes me think that if Trent Dilfer's not in this game, I would not be happy. Let's see. He is playing. He's not that great. I mean, he gets the job done, as they say. May have to look at it, maybe increasing his rating a little bit. I mean, he wasn't the most accomplished quarterback, but he was able to lead them to the title. Gain of 2 for Lewis. Alfred Williams on a tackle. First time called his name. 3rd and 7. The Ravens, again, in serious trouble. They may have to go to they may have to go to a more high stout offense. There's a first down. So Dilfer hits Stokely for 19. They are going to go to an aggressive offense, which is not their normal game plan, but they're going to have to come out throwing. So a 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line, and see if that will help their offense, because it's going to have to. They have to score. Play action. Drops it, and he is crushed by Keith Burns. So Jamal Lewis almost did not get out across the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 from the 32. The Ravens have to have this score, and I have a feeling Denver is going to bring Trent Dilfer down yet again. So this time with the holding on the Ravens, they'll decline that. So John Mobley's sack will count. 3rd and 16 from their own 25-yard line. So now the Ravens they need something at this point, something to get it going, and they just threw it out to get it out there. Dilfer is getting so much pressure. This Raven offensive line is absolutely getting destroyed in there. 5:28 to play, and it looks like the Broncos will hand the Ravens yet their 3rd shutout of the year. Unbelievable. I honestly did not think that would happen when I played this. Howard Griffin for 9. He's had a pretty good game. The Broncos have had 166 in rushing. They got 129 surprisingly out of Terrell Davis. It's been a very quiet 129 to be honest, and Howard Griffin's been there to kind of get the job done. Little play action. Oh, man, Shannon Sharp was open on that one. 4:35 to play in the game. Denver by 13, 3rd and 1. Obviously, this game is getting some nice little views tonight. I'll probably play more of these as people seem to be interested. Gain them nothing, so Broncos will have to punt it back. 4th and 1. We'll see if that will go ahead and be the punt. And the Ravens will now have 4:07 left at their own 14-yard line, and they are obviously struggling with the ball right now. We'll see if Trent Dilfer can get rid of this one. Nope, they give a gain to Jamal Lewis for 7. I mean, they have to throw, but at least it kind of opens things up a little bit. 2nd and 3 Ravens. Can they make a big play or not? Is it in their vocabulary? Oh my goodness. Sam Gash is nailed by the defensive MVP, Neil Smith. 3rd and 4 from their own 20. The Ravens are just gasping for offense at this point. And nothing there. Jamal Lewis, Keith Traylor just destroyed the offensive line for the Ravens there. And again, I'm going to have to look at that too. Maybe he had some injuries first couple weeks of the season, and I'll up the Ravens offensive line if I need to. So now the Ravens with the ball once again. That is a gain of 1 for Davis. 3 minutes to play. 13-0 Denver. I'm going to put it on hold 1 second if I can. Let's see. And Elway looks, he gets a big game. What a game for Elway to Ed McCaffrey. Elway was out for the first half with injuries. McCaffrey was also out. Marcus Nash really played his butt off the first half. But 33 more yards for Eddie McCaffrey. The game is on hold for 1 minute. Folks, if I just go ahead and have your attention for a second, I'm going to go to my schedule real quick while I have you here. So if I do put the Monday night games on, I may put Fox 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock game on also. But next week's game is the Brett Favre Green Bay Packers at the 85 Chicago Bears. That definitely looks like a great game to get on the air with you. This will move the Broncos, by the way, I believe, to 3-1, as I'm keeping everything by hand with this game. This game didn't have a stat compiler. Broncos will go to 3-1, and the Ravens would go down to 0-3. So again, that's the next Monday night's game. And if I do play a Fox 4 o'clock game, I might do that also. So here we go again. Let's see if they keep the ball on the ground. They do. That's Terrell Davis for 3. Anthony Davis. Time of the game, 34 minutes for the Broncos. They have really kind of punished the Ravens in a way. When they've had the ball, they just haven't had the big play yet. and you can basically see that coming. So another big gain of first down for Terrell Davis for 9. Woodson gets him out of bounds. There's a minute 7 left, 1st and 10 from the Raven 25. This game likes to go in victory formation, so hopefully they don't kind of rub it in on the Ravens here. We'll see what happens. 1st and 5 from the Raven 20. This Raven offense is on a flux, and hopefully they can win this one. Hopefully they can come out of this one, to be honest. And a huge gain and a touchdown for the Broncos. So much for victory formation for the Broncos. Terrell Davis with a 20-yard scamper, and he gives a salute, and the Broncos lead 20-0. So that, folks, should be all from Baltimore, as the fans are letting the Ravens know about it, as the Ravens are now bringing up field. 1st and 10 from their own. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. 20-0 Denver here on the 4th week of NFL Dream Season, Week 4, using a 2002 schedule, because that is when NFL went full expansion. So I'm using all the teams that are available and their best teams from the Super Bowl era, basically. Gain of 6 for Stokely. Crockett on a tackle. 3rd and 3 from the 37. 41. So let's see here. Here we go. And again up the middle. Nothing there for Jamal Lewis. The Ravens defense absolutely been horrific today. They punt it. They decide they're just going to punt it and get rid of it. A 66-yard punt. Holy cow. And that's a touchback. So the Broncos will get one more possession. So hopefully, yep, there it is. There's victory formation. That's a final. Your final score, Denver 20 and the Ravens nothing. So thank you, folks. 414 to the Ravens, only 118 on offense. All their yards went bye-bye by the boards, unfortunately. Oops. They're going to play this one again. I don't want them to do that, so let's go ahead and get out of there. Thank you, folks. Again, big win for the Broncos. I'm going to go ahead and look at the Ravens stats, fix their kicker so they can get some field goals. I'm going to look at their offensive history, too, and see what I can do there. Thank you to everyone who's here for. That's a nice little turnout for the crowd. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed it. Again, the Broncos win. The Broncos win. So the Broncos with a big victory tonight. They'll go to 3-1, while the Ravens will go to 0-3. Thank you, folks, for everyone for being here. Appreciate the time. Please hit your likes on the way out. And I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good one. And I'll see you again for more NFL Dream Season, as we're playing NFL Super Bowl greatest teams in a 2002 football schedule for your liking. Thank you, folks, and have a good night. 143 total yards, not the total number of plays. That was 143 yards, not the number of yards of total offense. Definitely not what I want. Definitely not what I expected. So again, we'll have to take a look at some stats and stuff like that and see if we can fix some things on their side. We don't want the team to be playing that poorly. Possibly there's something we can do. But again, I'm going to go ahead and look at that behind the scenes. Hopefully we can get it fixed. Let's see if I have my stats here. And my stats log is right there. So let's look at it real quick. I brought it open here. So the Ravens, unfortunately, I got to go all the way down to this game. There it is, 20-0. Total yards was 414 to 118. The Ravens had 9 first downs, 2 by run, 7 by pass, 2 for 15 in third down possession. They were out time of possession 35 to 24. The Ravens only had 60 number of plays to the Broncos 83. They only averaged 2 yards a run. Jamal Lewis was stopped. They had no offense, and then the Broncos had 11 sacks, which was a total destructive day for Denver. Neil Smith and Keith Traylor were in the backfield more than their own team was in their huddle, basically. It was a bad night. Terrell Davis had 147 rushing in that game. Guilford was 13 of 20. When you add all the sacks, it was only 123 yards of passing. Elway was 12 of 22, nice 186. Brisser was 6 of 8 for 62. He did a nice little job there. Ravens, Stokely had 47 yards passing. Travis Taylor, 49. Rod Smith, 6 catches for 50. McCaffrey, 4 for 76. Marcus Nash in for Ed McCaffrey, 2 catches for 58, including a 40-yard catch there. 1 interception by Chris McAllister. The Ravens had 3 sacks. And then Keith Traylor, Neil Smith had 4 sacks apiece. Price, Burns, and Mobley had added sacks. Again, I do have to fix the field goal kicking on the team. And I'm also going to take a look at this team's offense too and see if we can move Dilfer up a little bit and see what I know their running backs are fine. I think look at their O-line and see what I need to do with them also. So thank you, folks, for being here. I appreciate everyone again. Have a good rest of the night. This has been NFL Challenge week number 4. It is the NFL Dream Season. We'll go on to week 5 as the Broncos go 3-1 and the Ravens go to 0-3. Have a good night, everybody.